Alrighty, I'm going to try to sketch these sinusoidal functions rather quickly. So first step is, this is always your midline, so add 3 plus 3. So that means I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and draw a midline. Alright, I then look at 4. Negative 4 is my amplitude. So what that means from there is from this midline, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 down and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Now, I know it's a sine, and it's negative, so it's going to look like that. Alright, because sine looks like an S, and then we get to the negative a value, it's going to look like that shape. Alright, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to start here at the midline, I'm going to end at the midline, in the middle I'm going to hit, I'm going to go down halfway, I'm going to go down 4, and halfway here I'm going to go up 4, and I draw my sketch. There is a sine graph. Now the last step is to mark the period, all right, because that is the sine graph for that. We just need to do the period. So we do 2 pi divided by the 8 right here, and that would give you pi over 4. So that would mean that this right here is pi over 4. And we are done with our first graph. So second graph is we start at negative 1. That would be our midline. So we're going to go down 1, and that would be my midline. Boom. Next, that was from there. Next, we'll look at the 3 here, which is your amplitude. So from here, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go down 1, 2, and 3. Next, we're going to see cosine. So what a cosine means is it's going to look like this. And it's kind of like a C shape, and since a value is positive, it starts at the highest point. So what we're going to do is we're going to start up here, and we're going to end up there, and halfway through, this is the full period, halfway through, you are going to go down to your lowest point. And halfway on this interval, halfway between this and this is right here, that's going to be the hit of the midline, and it's going to hit the midline again. And then if we sketch the graph through that, it's a whole bunch of like curves like that. You have that curve, then you have this curve, then you have this curve, then you have this curve. So that would be my graph. Finally, we want to pay attention to the period, and that comes from the pi over 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pi and divide it by pi over 6. So when you do that, you get 2 pi times 6 over pi. The pi's disappear, leaving you 2 times 6, which is 12. So what that means is this period is 12. So halfway here would be 6. And there you go. You have your graph of both of these.